Hello and welcome to another episode of the Ice Game 6 Show. Today, Ice Game 6 number 13, we're talking about robots and shit, artificial intelligence, and how they're going to kill us all. Today, we got Race Johnson back in the building, even though he's been absent.
But I'm back. Was a little under the weather.
Ooh.
But I'm back and I'm feeling good. Colton's here too,
Sploosh.
as usual.
I'm getting
and
wetter under the weather.
We got Tanner
Nichols.
fucking Nichols.
Oh shit.
Yes, thank you, guys. Y'all actually knew Tanner fucking Nichols. Like that is, if you meet me out somewhere and you're like, hey, like, who are you? I'm
Tanner fucking Nichols.
Or
That's
Little
just how it
Sloth.
is. Or
Little Sloth, the rap guy.
Little Slow. Y'all want to hit me up on Instagram? It's Lil_Slow710. So you know, like
710.
shit's getting oily out here.
Is that your birthday?
No,
What's 710 to you?
it's oily.
It's his birthday,
Upside down.
basically.
I think it's your
numbers.
birthday.
Numbers.
bro.
It's just numbers, man. It's
Oh,
all
okay.
numbers game. That's all life ever is.
AI's numbers game, right?
Ones and zeros.
Ones and
Binary.
zeros.
Ooh.
Dude, you know, shit's going to get real when we get trinary code. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
One
they're gonna have like
zeros and
emotions,
twos, bro.
That's
Well, actually, I
emotions.
think that already exists.
Yeah, probably.
It's like with quantum computing, because like they could be either a value of one
I know
or
what that
two,
means.
and like they have to decide based upon like other calculations.
Okay, I see. what
Quantum
you're saying.
computing's fucking crazy.
It gives them
Quantum
that
mechanics is
next
crazy. Like,
level.
Yeah,
that shit
because
doesn't
it
even
just
make
like
sense.
breaks the physics that we know currently.
Okay, so if you don't know what quantum mechanics is, basically say this is an atom,
Mhm.
and this is another atom that's like quantitably linked to it. And it could be anywhere in the universe. But say, for example, it's on the other side of the planet.
Mhm.
If I started like moving this atom around, this atom would just start moving too, even though they're not physically connected by anything.
Sort of like a magnet thing, you know.
Sorta.
You got
But
two-
there's no
I'm
Voodoo
heat.
doll.
just saying, if you want like a small scale diagram, like magnet over here, and you got a strong, you know, connection, you start wiggling this one starts wiggling a little bit.
Voodoo
Something
doll.
like that.
It's a voodoo
Except
doll.
for- It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like they will move
Yeah.
in
Okay.
sequence 100%. And you can use that for computer programming or something because you're able
Like
to
it makes
send data like
Mhm.
instantaneously.
yeah, because it just goes like straight across the board. Like the particles will just like fly in different directions and shit. It's like crazy how quantum computing works.
We don't know how it works because
It just like shoots protons in different directions. And
When
then
I
they
get
I'm all
that
about that
Google-
neutron
and then they
life.
can combine.
Shout
I
out
get that
Jimmy.
Google Pixel 86 with the quantum computing in the side, bro.
Ooh.
Should be crazy.
what would it
Quantum-
do differently?
It would just be faster.
But is it not fast enough already?
It is fast enough already, honestly.
Well, yeah,
That's
but
what
if
I'm
you're
saying.
trying to like, I mean, the Google Pixel 87 could probably like strap and fucking like fuck your head and turn into a VR headset or something. You know,
It would fuck your head though too.
it'd be like a face crab from
Okay, okay. Like
Half-Life.
you put it on your face and it would like.
It's like phone hit sicko mode, and then it's like
It's like the mask with Jim Carrey in it. You put the mask on, it's like.
I'd like to think that in the future, like some people say like you can't describe what the 2000s are like, like or the 2010s because technology and culture and shit moves so fast thanks to social media that there's no like underlying defining parts
Shit.
of our generation.
If you wanted to define it, it'd be shit. From especially 2010 to about at least, let's say, 16 or 17. If we're going to be nice, you know, not like... 18 was all right, you know. I don't have any high expectations for 19, but it was shit. Especially 2010 and 11.
The best years of my life are the ones that I don't remember,
Exactly.
and I remember like the last 5. So
I remember 2010.
I remember
I
the last
remember
5
not
years.
liking
They fucking
that.
shitty.
It's in-
I
very
remember
shitty.
waiting for the apocalypse 2012, and that shit didn't happen.
Dude, I've been waiting for a zombie apocalypse since I was in kindergarten.
Kind of like something sounds weird with this. I don't know if it needs to be closer. If it's anywhere away.
well, what I was thinking is that if robots
Is it on backwards?
could robots like touch us in like sexual ways, like would you be okay with that? Is what I'm asking you.
Like I think that,
Personally, you.
Okay, so there would be like two different types of robots. There would be robots that are allowed to make contact with humans, and then robots that are not allowed to make contact with humans. at
And you're
first.
okay with the ones that are allowed to make contact?
I mean, if that's what like society deems okay.
The robots and the rape
At
bots.
that point. Well, no, like they would be like fuck bots, and then like normal robots that just like get your coffee.
Yeah,
and
but what
shit.
if a
Well,
robot
yeah, what if the
raped you?
normal one like gets a sexual urge?
Well,
No, those robots wouldn't be programmed. Like they would,
Okay.
like whenever you make a robot, you come up with like a certain like specific set of rules.
But then
for
they
the
wouldn't be
robot.
that smart.
so you're telling me if you walked into like a factory, like a car factory, and you just like touched a robot that was like, you know, building a car, like that would be like something.
No,
freaked
no, the
out.
robot
No,
would like,
like-
turn around and form a
Oh,
hand or
okay.
something in her mouth.
Well,
Yeah,
I want to finish what I was saying earlier. So people say that like not necessarily like that there's not really a defining characteristics like this the 60s had discos. I mean, 70s had disco, 80s had grunge and shit like that, whatever. Or the 90s had grunge. I don't remember exactly how it works. But anyways,
We weren't
they
alive.
say that some people describe ours as like the social media age.
It
But then
is
some
the
people
social media
discredit
age.
that by saying that social media is just like a part of us now and that it's always going to. But
I
I
think it
like to
won't go
think that
away.
we get to
This
a
is the
point
start.
within the next like 50 years or so where people just get like fed up of all this technology.
say that
and
we're,
just
like-
go and like
I don't
it's
think
cool
that'll
to
happen.
just go outside and shit again.
I'd say that honestly, like we're like our generation is like the early adopters of social media in a way that like we're probably using it like a way different way than people are gonna be using it in 50 years. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna be like, I feel like people are gonna be
like
like,
condoms were different back in the day.
yeah, they're like sheepskin and shit, and they weren't ribbed for pleasure or whatever.
They weren't cool, and guess what they are now?
Well, I mean, like we've been using
Cool.
Now they have
social-
gaming condoms.
We've been using social media since we were like in 6th grade.
Yeah, well, I got an
And
iPhone in like
if it wasn't for a
I got an iPhone in,
YouTube
like,
thing, like
freshman year.
honestly, I would say just like fuck social media. Like I don't have time to be posting
Y'all
shit
y'all
on
do
there.
like know that our parents like did not have internet on a phone.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
They like they kept
Well,
telling
my
us
parents are
like
young, so they had like MySpace and
okay,
shit.
that's
but not
what's
mine.
up,
Bro.
bro.
My dad was like, my dad's 60, about to be 60.
Yeah,
or
my mom's
just
like
turned
about to be
60.
like my mom's like 53, 55, something like. She's I know she's past halfway there, man.
Old,
She is
bro.
trucking, bro.
That's sketchy.
My mom.
Well, I mean,
will
with advancements
fucking-
in modern science, you know, she could live to be like 150.
I wonder how, like, yeah, okay, but that actually goes along with what we're saying because my mom doesn't use social media like I do. I
Well,
can see the difference.
I remember like my mom having her like cell phone. It was a little flip phone, and you can't really get on the like slow internet. Now we got a whole computer in our hand, and like we are the true adopters of social media right now because like we have just so much access to it. It's not like
it's the easiest way to
this isn't
go out.
this
So, yeah,
isn't
we're the
like
first
Facebook.
people-
Whenever Facebook first came out, it's like internet was still shit back then.
It was slow as
Viruses,
hell.
like I remember how much of a piece of shit a computer was.
Unless
My
you had
we're
a
grandpa
the
Mac.
first generation
I hated
where
it.
it's like,
like
a
wanted to go
constant
on the internet
presence.
when I was a little kid.
Exactly.
It's all we use.
I'd rather play some fucking
It
Franklin
Gold.
Gold.
consumes us.
Exactly.
I
GameCube.
think it's I'm tired of seeing pictures of fucking people's faces every day. You know, like I'm sorry, I've been looking at people's faces every day since 6th grade.
No, since I was born,
Why
bro.
do humans still look the same? Isn't that weird?
No,
You right?
We kind of know.
Can't we change?
do.
I notice new differences every
I-
day.
like-
What if we just all got in the water for like every single human just got in the ocean? How
We
many
would
humans
evolve.
are like, yeah, bro, we could make mermaids if we just put our mind to it.
Like the ocean is like the primordial soup of life, so therefore if we all got in the ocean,
it would work.
yeah.
We just turn into mermaids.
We would, in like 10,000 years.
No, like in a
You
month
know,
or
a
so.
there's-
lot of us are.
there's an episode on Futurama on that. It's like
Dude, that's
Mississippi falls into the ocean.
and they all
and
turn into mermaids.
The
like,
the
sketchy.
Coca-Cola plant it's like
Oh.
cracks open whenever it goes into the water and it turns all the people into mer people.
That's so sick.
And like yes, dude, they did a really good job. Futurama does great shit.
Futurama
with
was
the
it-
show.
shit,
dude.
bro.
I love Futurama.
Like he was his own grandpa.
Mhm.
Like he fucked his grandma, and that made his dad like his baby. And then he went forward in time, and the whole show just like really screws with science in such a great way.
Futurama's dope. Hey, they got a bunch of robots in Futurama, and they fuck robots and monsters, and like it's just all crossbreed.
Robosexuality.
Yeah, that is a real thing.
bestiality.
No, like
Like
robosexuality was like whenever a robot and a human like tried to get together, and Bender and Amy
But in
tried to get
Futurama,
that
there's
repealed.
like monsters and shit too.
Yeah, there's
So
like
it's
there's aliens. And that's what their argument was. They're like, everyone can marry, male and male, female and female,
Robot,
ghost and horse.
ghost and horse.
Yes, like they
can't
they threw a
wait.
whole bunch of like different things in there,
A
and then like
ghost
why
horse?
can't go like a ghost? Like it looked like a little classic sheet figure ghost, and it had a horse inside of it, just like floating in there. It's like, "Rah!"
Honestly, bro, I always think of myself as a ghost because I was dead before I was even alive.
I
Yeah.
mean,
It's kind of true.
You were dead once.
just buzzkills.
Speaking of
me, bro.
Futurama, though, they got robots and shit going around. So like that's basically what we're talking about today.
Yeah, it's basically what
What
we're
we
talking
just
about.
talked about.
Oh,
And I was saying how it's like that is where they have they said robosexuality, and I said it's robosexual bestiality.
yeah, because
Because
people
it's-
do fuck robots,
And like the monsters and shit.
but then the robots also fuck each other.
Yep.
Like,
That's
I just want to
okay.
get to the point in the future where like robots can like run off beer.
I wonder if people are gonna be
Right?
really racist against
Cool.
robot people.
They probably
It
will.
wouldn't be racist. It'd be like
They're gonna say that they're not gonna be racist,
Machinist.
but our inner human bullshit
Talk
is gonna
about the definition.
make us have like our like reflections on them. Like ooh.
They
Yeah,
are
like
the
our
definition
mindset.
of an
Yeah.
object.
They're just
Yeah,
gonna be
they-
better
That's
than
what
us.
they are. You know.
Because
No,
it's not like
They're gonna be an
there's
object,
inherent
but
pro-
they're gonna be better than us, and we just don't like anything being better than us.
Exactly. That's something Elon Musk said. He said, at the point where we have artificial intelligence that nearly matches humans, they're going to blow past us a millionfold, like almost instantaneously.
Yeah.
Like 2 days, and it will be like computing so much shit, so much. Like it will just be like it's gonna have its decision of if we give it the decision of, all right, should we like keep this shitting polluting thing around, or can we just like wipe this out? Like we got enough of everything automated already. Like we can just keep building stuff. We don't need them around to set stuff
They
up.
don't
for
need
us to
us.
build.
Once they realize they don't need us,
And
is whenever we're
even like
screwed.
people, like the people will still probably be head of the robots, you know,
Yeah.
using them for companies and stuff. But say you're hiring someone, and like say you do like a shipping company, and you go up to one of your employees, you're like, hey, so I need to ship blah 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 $1,000 worth of things to blah blah blah, and I'm taking 8 trucks, 52 gallons an hour, blah blah blah. People would have to sit down and write all that shit and solve it. You ask a robot one time, it's like $42,252. It's
Yeah.
like they're so much smarter.
Well, yeah,
than us.
because it would be like Siri, but like a million times better.
Yeah, it wouldn't have a robot voice. It'd be like
So it'd be like Cortana 10,000 times
48,
better.
45,
No, it'd be Cortana
90,000.
from Halo,
Yeah,
like the actual Cortana.
She thick.
Uh huh.
bro.
Since Halo 1, she's been
I wouldn't
thick.
say she's thick, but she's definitely juicy. Like,
She's thuck. What are you talking
she's-
about?
I mean, apple bottom definitely, but I'm just saying like she has a very slender body and like very sleek, and I would say she's thick, but she's totally juicy.
So if she was around right now, would
Totally
she be
juicy.
rocking some Fashion Nova? She's
Dude,
that big?
if she walked in some fucking juicy pants, I'd be like, I told you so.
Oh,
I
shit.
told you so.
Then
And I
that-
guarantee you they'd like
that's an easy-
contour perfectly.
Oh,
I want to be like Master Chief. I want a little like
me straight up, I'd fuck a robot. I'm just
A
gonna
little
throw that out
bitch
there.
that's talking in your
cyborg
ear.
chick to like talk to me.
She
and,
was
like give
hot.
me advice and shit.
Yeah.
If a robot's hot, I'm fucking her.
Well, like, dude, like Cortana wasn't even like a real robot. Like, she was like in Master Chief's
She
head and
was
shit,
like the textbook. I don't
She
know
was
textbook, but
basically,
she
like,
was an
his
AI.
wife.
She is.
They fucked.
yeah, within his helmet.
Oh
Definitely.
yeah.
They fucked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She was going into his. I don't
They
know.
smashed.
She
She
probably
wasn't
played
going
with his
really
hair.
into his mind because whenever he went into like the hyper trance, like deep sleep, she was like sitting there like, "What are you dreaming about?" Being all freaky and shit.
Really?
Wake up!
Yes, you don't remember that?
Wake
up,
dude!
Chief, we
Go
need
back and
you.
watch the videos
Yeah.
of like before
Halo
Halo
4.
3 or
Yeah.
4 came out, and it's like her glitching out because she's starting to like loot, like she's starting to die, so she's starting to like get like fuzzy.
Doesn't she die in 5?
Well,
She dies
she
in
like
4.
she
Or
dies
she-
in 4, but like she doesn't really die. She like sacrifices herself,
Yeah.
and then like 5 is about Master Chief trying
They
to go
gave us
find
a-
Cortana.
They
again.
gave us the little chip,
Mhm.
the teaser, and like whisper. No, she's still also like alive through like the Halo stuff.
I think it's like she gets like intertwined with like the Forerunner stuff.
That's what I'm saying. She gets
So like
Yeah,
sucked in
she
with the
becomes
rings and
like
shit.
part
Like
of
the
the Halo
diadect.
or something.
Yeah.
like because all that shit it saved like species that it deems worthy, and eventually humans deemed it. Maybe she like it saved a copy of her, and then they like humans got in there and they like, found that shit.
I don't know even what y'all
Bro,
talking
I
Yeah,
Halo?
I was just talking about Halo.
Bro.
Halo lore.
I don't know.
Halo War sucked.
Halo Wars like is actually a really good RTS game.
I mean, I liked
I couldn't
it.
beat like the fucking last level because it was fucking hard as shit, but like it was a good game.
Would you
See,
fuck
like
a robot,
once
Austin?
you get Spartans
Would
and
I
like
fuck a
Pelicans and
robot?
shit.
If that game is acceptable
Well,
and
like on
everyone's
the last
doing
level,
it,
you can only
No,
have,
I
like,
mean,
a certain
like-
amount of stuff,
and it wasn't like
you
it
get, a
wasn't gross,
banshee.
it's like super
That's it.
clean.
But
Yeah,
like
if
a
I
whole
was like
city
getting a
and, like,
coffee
big
somewhere and some robot bitch came up and started talking to me and it was like that, then probably. But I ain't gonna go to one of those
No,
robot
not a
whorehouses
brothel.
and fuck like a doll.
I need it to
No.
be like Blade Runner.
No, like
Yeah.
they're,
Like,
they're-
I need
they're
it to be
running
like-
around with us.
It's
They're chill.
indistinguishable.
Yeah, like I want it to be like Blade Runner, like indistinguishable, like
You can't tell.
Hey,
yeah, like yeah.
No condoms.
Yeah.
Hey, no condoms. But
It
what if the
probably
girl
cleans
could just
itself,
choose,
too.
She could just choose to have like a half robot, half human, or she could choose to not
You
get pregnant.
give
See?
birth to like a cyborg baby.
You gotta go watch Blade Runner, bro.
I'd be cool with whatever.
Gotta go watch Blade Runner.
If I had a cyborg baby,
How strong would your cyborg baby be? Because like
Dude.
it has techno
it'd be
enhancements.
robot Thor.
Can I pick its gender?
It would literally be robot
What?
Thor.
Can I like pick its gender? If it's gonna be like.
There is
Yeah,
no
if it's
gender,
cybernetic,
bro.
It gets
can
to pick
pick-
its own gender.
Yeah.
Tam.
Yeah.
Hey,
Can
I'm
pick
cool
it.
with that. I'm just asking
That's
questions.
actually
is all.
That's a
beautiful.
new
I'm
thing,
just
bro.
asking
People be doing that.
questions.
Like you know how they have like the gender reveals and it's like blue or pink, green.
Like I just flipped the switch.
Maybe purple.
Flip,
Purple.
flip,
Green's
get
where
stuck
it's
in the
at,
middle.
bro. Green.
I just think of like that picture with like the boy with toothpaste hair, and he's like, so basically, I'm. And then it's like whatever you want to insert there.
Yeah. I identify as a plesiosaur.
What's that?
Oh, it's some kind of dinosaur.
It's got like this spines
Some
on
kind
his
of
back.
dinosaur.
It's like
a
the one
dope
with like the spines on his back, kind of like this. They kind of go all
Oh,
the way down
they're-
the
they're
tail.
like
It's kind of like a long neck.
awkwardly round.
Yeah.
like those spikes are?
slightly. No, that's like the one with like the hammer tail thing that you're talking about.
The hammer tail one's hype. If you had a hammer as a tail, you could fuck anyone.
I just wish I had a tail in general,
could
like
just
a
get
monkey tail,
hammered.
bro. But I want strong enough to be able to like pick up stuff, and I want to
Yeah.
like, you know, I want to be
the
able to like be
monkeys can hang
fluent
from
with
their
it.
tail.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
thinking about
absolutely.
something the other day because I was watching a guy play like a Naruto song on this weird like string instrument or whatever in Japan, like some weeb shit I was looking at, and it's just like our brains are actually really powerful computers as it is. If you ever seen somebody like shred a guitar, that's so many inputs and actions happening.
Dude, like when we
You
were
know,
watching that video of that guy
Muscle
playing Guitar
memory.
Hero to that
But
one
yeah, it
song,
is.
and he was just like shredding, like, and
Yeah,
he's playing
he
with
had
his
both of
arm.
his hands on the buttons, and he was strumming with his
Oh,
arm.
okay. I was about to say like, dude, y'all in some real like that Guitar Hero shit, but that's what y'all were talking about. Are y'all talking about like the kind of like fatter kid? And he's got like the really long hair, and he's like sits there and just
I
fucking
think so.
shreds.
Yeah.
I actually met that dude's cousin, and
Oh,
He has
shit.
like
Yeah.
a million
Listen to
subs.
this.
And he
yeah,
plays
no,
Guitar
like,
Hero.
he's like,
His
yeah, dude,
cousin
my
knows or that dude does.
he was like, yeah, bro, my cousin plays like Guitar Hero for YouTube. I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. Like, I've seen some crazy. I was like, I've seen some crazy like shit, bro. I don't even think. He's like, no, like here, and he showed me the guy, and I was like,
Here's
dude,
a video of him playing
that's
Ram
the guy I
Ranch.
was talking about. He's like, dude, that's my
What?
cousin. And I was like,
That's hype, man.
tell him I love his shit because shout out to whoever the fuck that is because
Guitar Hero
Dude.
guy, we need you.
bro,
Look
We
up Guitar
need
Hero
flame.
Sicko Mode.
Y'all
That's
go
the one I watched
spamming.
recently.
sicko.
I'm more of a Guitar Hero Ram Ranch kind of guy.
He's like playing Guitar Hero, and it's Sicko Mode, and the song's like really easy because it was like a viewer requested one, and then like he's like, oh, okay, they're about to get to the Drake part,
Mm-hmm.
and then it like is a completely different guy's voice, and it's some white dude, and he's like, fuck me into ass. And like all this stupid shit, and he's like, what the hell? And then the song gets crazy, and he's
Like they always just keep going, like even if it's a troll song. Which I enjoy that, like the endurance.
I was
Is it
like,
just
man,
a-
this guy's stream's
Yo,
probably gonna be banned.
I
That
couldn't
confuses
I
me,
couldn't
though.
like try to do that and start hearing that shit. I'd break after like
Like a
halfway.
different
Like,
song, yeah.
no,
started
like
laughing
I
while he was
I
doing
would
it.
just start thinking about it and just get lost in it. I'm too dyslexic for that, and as soon as I start hearing someone just start doing some, first off, I suck at Guitar Hero.
I'm pretty
suck.
good. I'm pretty good at Guitar Hero.
I used to
I
be
can play
alright.
on medium.
I could play on expert
I
back
can
when
play
I
on
was
expert.
good.
I could play like 3 songs.
I could only play the easy song. No, wait, no, I would play on hard, like
Hey,
where
but-
you just get the pinky button. Like
Yeah, I could barely
the
play on
orange
expert
one?
some songs, but on most songs I could do hard. But low key, drums, expert, full. Drums are my shit.
Microphone.
A rock
Yeah,
band. But they made the
microphone.
Guitar
Tanner's
Hero
the
one
vocalist.
with
Yeah,
with
nah.
pipes.
Bro, I was always like when I was playing with my family and friends, I was always the vocalist as well
Yeah.
because like you
Colton
can
has
always
some
like
pipes.
you can hit
Yes,
those.
he does. Yes, he does.
I
I
would-
know Colton's.
I would
got
go to
them
my
pipes.
friend Ian's house, and we were kids, and like you're not allowed to cuss or whatever when you're a kid. But whenever we were playing Rock Band, like his parents let us like say the F word and shit.
Well, because you got to get the points.
Yeah, 'cause you
Yeah.
gotta get the points.
Yeah, you know, I think the same thing happened at my daycare because they got Rock Band and the drums always broke. I was trying to get good at the drums and I was doing really well, and then like I came in and like, you know, because it's like first generation Rock
Wait,
Band
What
drums.
Where do you work?
No, I was going to
Where do
fitness
you
and
work?
fun.
Oh, okay.
I was
Go
going
to
to fitness
daycare.
and fun as like a kid. Like,
Okay,
I'm talking
okay.
like back
I'm
there, like
thinking like you're now going
Nah,
to
nah,
daycare
nah,
with
nah.
some kids and playing their rock band. I was like, bro,
yo,
let
hype
them
shit
play.
though, hype fucking shit. But you know, I try to get good at the drums and they always broke the fucking 2 ending things because that back then those things fucking.
Yeah, if you hit
Boom,
it hard enough,
done.
if you
And
put
then-
any weight
So
on
I
it,
was
it would
just kept
snap.
singing and shit.
When Guitar Hero added the drums and shit, I gave up on Guitar Hero.
No, that was the hypest.
I was
No,
like,
'cause they had the
Guitar Hero
cymbals.
is guitar
They had the
and
cymbals and
bass.
shit.
My mom got me
Makes
like
you
a Guitar Hero World Tour like full set one year for Christmas, and then like it was for like the wrong console, and I was like, "Mom, this is for the wrong console."
So me and my
then
brother,
I never got her to get me another Christmas present. I'm a saint.
me and my brother were at the
That's what
mall.
I'm
We were
saying,
staying at
basically.
grandma's house. She like lives behind the mall. She's like, go up to the mall. It's Christmas season. You know, like go walk around, see if you can find stuff that you like want for Christmas. We're like, okay, we're hanging around at the mall. It's fucking crowded, packed, and we're walking around this food court, and we see this dude walking around with the Guitar Hero box, and it's the whole drum set and everything. And this dude's walking down, going down. My brother's like, yo, that's mom and dad. I was like, no way. And I take a look. I see my mom's goofy ass ponytail, my dad's stupid ass walk. And he just got that fucking Guitar Hero up there. And he's like, I know what we got for Christmas. And I was like, damn.
That's
Damn.
funny.
You're not going to keep a secret, bro. You're going to, like, and then, like, as soon as we got home, a couple hours later, my brother tells my mom. My mom's like, oh, fuck. Christmas comes around. Christmas was fucking great. We go downstairs. There's no presents under the tree.
Oh.
So, like, we're like, So me and my brother like, okay, we're kind of sitting down there like,
It's
parents' door is over there. And my mom comes out, and she's like, what the fuck you mean you forgot to wake up? You said, no. She fucking tosses out some bottles. She's like, Merry fucking Christmas. Goes back in the room, slams the door.
Good
And
Christmas.
like literally, like, there's only like 2 presents there that are actually ours. The rest of them were like not even our presents. We opened like the wrong presents, and we didn't know because my family doesn't label shit. There's like, oh, the wrapping paper. It's like, nah, man, you be mixing shit up.
I was for my Christmas. We're opening all our stuff, and then we found a package that came from my grandpa, and this was like right before my grandpa died, like a year before, and he sent us like the full-on fucking Rock Band thing, and that whole was $600. I mean $200.
No, I think it was a little more. I think it was like
Nah,
$250.
Yeah, it was like $250 to $300. It was expensive. And
I wanna say it was a good
so
$450.
hyped, bro.
Maybe.
I wanted that bitch so bad. And whenever Hurricane Ike happened and all of us lost power and shit, we hooked up the generator
All
and
you
we
need
had
is
all
an
the
Xbox
neighbors come
360.
over and we were playing Rock Band.
That's the best, dude. Rock Band is literally GOAT. Rock Band's GOAT. Guitar Hero's GOAT. But nothing is more classic than Super
DJ
Smash
Hero.
Bros. DJ Hero.
DJ Hero.
I was gonna say Pong.
Pong. Well, that's the classic of
like
yeah, no, but
that's
Like
my
beer
I'm talking
pong.
about classic of like
That's
our
my shit.
generation.
Yeah, so like my birthday's in 2 days. #Venmo me. And I'm getting a Switch
Yo, Switch gang.
and playing some Smash Bros. And it's going to be
donations
crazy.
for the Switch. You know, we he'd really appreciate it.
One sec. I know Reese is looking for a battery to the camera, and I forgot to tell him where they are. They're over there, bro.
They're all dead.
There's one plugged in.
Here, I'll grab it. See how come around there.
It's all good. Just one of our cameras died, but it's all Gucci
Gucci fresh.
because we're gonna plug it back in.
So, favorite Christmas song? Go.
I hate Christmas music.
Me too. Thank you.
Silent Night's a bop though.
Yeah.
I've always liked that song.
Or
I kind of like Joyce of
Drummer
the
Boy.
World.
Drummer Boy.
Drummer
Little
Boy's
Drummer
good.
Boy. Lil.
Little Drummer Boy is good, man.
We
I
should
hate
drop-
all
we should drop a
modern
song.
Christmas music, like the Mariah Carey's
Yeah,
and shit
trash.
you hear.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Trash. Go
dude.
home.
I heard that song a billion
The
times.
only new Christmas song that's good is Gucci's.
Everybody needs a
Okay.
Justin
And
Timberlake
Ludacris
Christmas album.
Luda Christmas is good and Gucci's.
Gucci, I was about to say.
Gucci's was fire.
So
Christmas.
DMX, great.
DMX Christmas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's a bop.
yeah, I actually like listen to that.
I
just
need to
the other
stop saying
day.
the word bop because apparently that's like
Normie?
gay terminology. It's like
Bop.
gay slang.
Sploosh.
Let's make up our own, dude.
It makes it even better, honestly.
Nothing
That's
against
why-
gays, but I don't want people to think I'm gay because I'm using gay slang. If that's
That's
what
why I
it's
say
actually-
Gay slang of the hair, man.
because it like undermines
bro,
what you're
it's
Yeah, I
saying.
already look like I'm gay.
And it's like
Slang
I'm
is
not
just
trying
what
to throw
people
shots.
make it, dude. Slang is our own thing. We have our own slang. Bop is now straight for us.
Dude, I'm at this point. I'm trying to tell kids like fuck a dictionary.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
know,
I've been
like
fucking with kids
what do
about
word? What are we gonna make this word be in the next 2 years?
You
We don't even
We
need
don't
words
know.
anymore. We
Bullshit.
should all just communicate in noises and code. Like
Click,
fuck.
click, bro. Click, click.
Let's just use emojis. Like we can like.
Yes.
Emojis.
Yes.
Emojis are hype. Emojis.
I only talk an emoji.
Mm-hmm.
Shout us out some emojis. We need a emoji for each one of us. Like a specific one. You know how they have it
Well,
on
no,
Snapchat
we're gonna
for
get
famous
those.
people?
Everyone,
We're gonna have
send
like,
us what emoji
some
you would give
dope-
us.
One day we're gonna have dope ass like emojis for our chat.
Can we do that on YouTube or is that
you
Twitch
can.
only?
Yeah, you can.
You can emote. That's
Mhm.
cool. Yeah, for members, I think.
No, I think even like non-members can use your emotes if you have like you can set like free emotes and then like member emotes. But yeah,
What do you think about that shit from Futurama where they would have like the president's head in a jar and they're basically immortal?
I
think that's already happening.
I liked it. I loved the concept. This the only problem I had with it is how they like remake George Washington's head. He's been dead for a while. If
They got his teeth, bro. A little DNA could just grow a new one.
and you know what?
We can grow near George
I
Washington?
I don't remember
Yeah.
seeing an episode where they kind of
Uh.
like were just like they kind of just grazed over that and like said something like, "Oh, we just cloned him and put his head in a jar." You know, like they didn't really.
Well,
like,
it's
come
a
out and say
cartoon.
that.
They
I
don't
know.
have to explain.
I'm not asking
Yeah.
questions about it. I love the concept. I'm just saying like that's the only thing that I had. Like, was like, man, where'd you get a fresh fucking George Washington head? You know, like
So
y'all
dope.
just popping
I
them
mean, you
up.
just need like
Alright,
one
cool.
nutsack hair, and
I
then
just
like you
remember,
got a
I'm
George
ready for
Washington.
Nixon.
Yeah,
He's always in there.
Nixon, bro. Nixon was awesome.
No, I was on Instagram and like I saw a picture. Like I think I was on like Barack Obama's Instagram for some reason, and I saw a picture of like all the like old presidents that were still alive like before HW died, and I was like, holy shit, it's the fucking Hokage.
It's a goat.
Hokage.
They're all standing together. I was like, oh my god.
Cue
We are
dramatic
the goats.
ninja music.
We got a few people popping up in the chat. What's up, everybody? We got
Yeah.
Roel, James, David, Preston. Shout out Preston, and a boy named Jay. What's up, Jay? Thank
What's
you
up,
guys for
y'all?
tuning in. Let us know what you want to know about robots.
Yeah,
'Cause we
or
know
AI,
everything.
Anything like that.
Yeah, I knew about like robot law.
Robot law. Name some laws that robots would have to follow. Like, what are some basic ones?
Well, that's the thing. Like I was talking about earlier. Is like,
I don't think they should be able to.
what if a robot raped you or something?
Well, no, that's like okay. So like
I don't
whenever
know,
the
dude, it's
idea
hard.
is
Could
like
could
when
the
idea-
robot get blamed for it?
Yes, and they
But
would.
how? Because if the robot was programmed to do that, then it's not the robot's fault because it did not
Well,
make
if
its
it did
decision.
what it was programmed to do, I'm saying if it didn't do what it was programmed to do.
You see, but like, who's it to say like it's supposed to be like a regular robot, and then someone like hacked into it, and then like later on they go back
Robot
and like, oh well,
hackers?
Well, like that's
Well,
what I
this-
was saying.
dude,
There's
like,
robots
that's
for
what we
different-
gotta be careful about with
hackers,
that. Yeah.
Robot hackers.
dude.
They
Dude,
would
yeah.
hack
What
your
if someone
robot.
hacked your robot
It'd
and
be
like used
done.
it to kill you?
Yeah, kill you in your sleep or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
How hard?
Robot
would it be?
strangle.
It would literally
Fucked
just.
up.
Mhm.
You know, have y'all seen that robot kitchen? It's like they got like a robot arm that like goes around, it cuts up vegetables and shit,
Yeah, I saw
and it
that.
will like cook you stuff.
Mhm.
Well, if it programmed that, just like you're like in the kitchen like making a drink, and it's making something,
Just
and it
knives
just
you.
grabs you and just chops off your arm.
People can hack your car and make it like throttle.
If it's if
Mhm.
you have a new car.
Yeah.
Shout out to cars before 2005.
Shout out 2005
Yeah.
Mustang.
Yeah,
That's why Austin has a 2005 Mustang, so no like haters can hack his car and kill him.
Now the best is
Specifically.
so what's like the threat if they like the what's the thing that they're gonna like set out and it kills all anything that's ran by a computer?
EMP.
EMP.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you
Electric
have a car
magnetic
that
pulse.
is carbureted, it'll still run, but fuel injection will not.
If it's carbonated.
No, carbureted.
If it's carbonated, it can float in water.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah,
if it's
I got you, I got
carbureted,
you.
it can survive an EMP.
Well, yeah, because it has like the extra gas in the liquid if it's carbonated.
No, it mechanically
no,
mixes
it's-
the fuel
It-
and air.
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it's
it's
ran
not
it's
like
ran
a
off
pump.
something that's not
That's where
electric
it's
motor.
at.
Mm.
So like a lot of like our military trucks and stuff, and you see
Carbureted.
carburetors were a big deal back in the day because
As
our
the hype.
no like they were just like a bitch to clean and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But it was because our fuel had like a whole bunch of like it had a whole bunch more stuff in it,
Mhm.
so the filters would always get
It
clogged.
wasn't as clean.
So that's why it's kind of like made everything more fuel injectors, and then fuel injectors got way better.
Yeah, if
Now
you have
it's
a
like-
motorcycle or something and it's not working, clean the carburetor. It'll work.
Yeah.
Literally.
Jet skis, fucking all
Clean the
that shit. You
carburetor,
can
get
you
a
can
new
buy a
one.
jet ski for like $400
Yeah.
and do a $20 fix, and you just got yourself like
Carburetor.
an $800 jet ski for $400.
Carburetor, maybe some piston rings and some seals.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Dude, I got this guy trying to sell like a fucking like $400 Pokemon card. He's gonna sell it to me for like $10. He doesn't even know what he has.
Dude, jump.
No, you
Let's-
have to hit him
let's-
with that,
let's-
bro. I'll give you 20 right now.
Yeah,
Works
no,
every
go ahead and
time.
hype him up and hit him with the 40.
Yeah, that works
know,
every time.
fucking-
If someone's like, totally,
No, don't
like,
hype him up
not-
that much, because then if you give him 40, he'll be like, "Damn, this must be worth."
Yeah,
some shit.
no. You're
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
you're
20,
right.
dude.
No,
Like,
he's,
bro, I can only give you
he
5.
was like,
That's
"What's
like a
your offer?"
promo
And I was
card
like,
pack.
$10.
I'm not
He's
trying
like,
to.
bet. I'm like,
Say 15 if you want it tonight.
Yeah, you just bump him up every once in a while. Don't. Yeah, I agree. Don't go over 40. Don't hit
Yeah,
that
if
40.
you give him too
So
much,
if
hype,
you
then
hit
he'll
40,
catch it.
if I go from fucking 10 and you're like, no, I'll give you 40. I want 50.
Yeah.
All of
at
a sudden,
least.
I know
wanna
it's good.
Google it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, if he Googles it, then you're screwed.
Mm.
yeah.
He doesn't know how to use Google though, so we should be good.
Some dude that is.
Shout
You
out
gotta
to my
be
grandma.
born, like before
Don't know
19
what the fuck Google
mean,
is.
Yeah, you'd be born after like 1992 to like understand how to
Understand.
Google stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
because
pretty
like
sure that's how it works.
dudes that I work with, whenever they're like, just like they're like looking in like books, like something to figure out how to do something, just like on a card. I'm like, just Google it, and they're like, what?
Dude, my dad will
They
ask
don't
me.
understand that.
My
I'm
dad
like,
will
dude,
ask me
Google
something,
has everything.
and then I'll like sit there and look it up, and I'll tell him, and be like, "How'd you fucking know that?" And I was like, "I actually just sat here and like looked it up real quick." Like,
My dad doesn't understand that too. Like if we're if I ask him a question and we're like trying to find out something, he's like, "Yo, I don't know. I'll have to look it up." And I'm just like, "Okay, what's this?"
Well, I just
Grown-ups
hate
don't use it like
he'll
that,
he'll
bro.
just like be sitting around and not doing shit, and then he'll like ask me a question like I actually know it, and it's like, no, bro, like I don't know what you need in a recipe for this angel cake, you know, like.
Fuck angel
Yeah,
cake. It's
you
just
know?
not even that good.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like my dad would just hit me with some weird shit. It's like, yo, like, how many eggs do you need in a fucking angel fruit cake? And I was like, I don't know. Like,
Angel fruit cakes are
I
hot,
bake,
bro.
but I
Got eggs in 'em.
don't like pastries. No.
That's fucking whack.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
No one
I
has
stay
that
away
shit
from sweet
memorized?
stuff, really.
yeah. I mean,
Okay, so
people do, but
Yeah.
like me, no. Anyone in my family,
we got
like,
phones.
no.
We got AI. What's that commercial that's super fucking annoying? The dude talking about AI. It's like a Windows commercial or something. But his voice just like makes me mad.
I don't know. I don't watch.
Did y'all
TV.
hear about the shit that Google's
I don't
gonna
watch-
pull out soon, where you can like, I could be like, Google, order me a large pepperoni pizza, and it'll be like, and then it'll call the fucking pizza delivery place and use
And
a
tell them.
robot voice and be like, yeah, so I need a large pepperoni pizza, and it sounds just like a real person.
Yeah, and they'll tell them like their
One
address.
thing
and
that I
whatever they
loved
ask.
about the Cleveland show is whenever Rilo like uses Siri, it's like, hey Siri, yeah, let me use Black Siri. It's like, oh well, what's wrong with me? It's like, oh, I mean nothing, man. Like I wasn't mean like that. And it's like, no, I'm just kidding, player. What's good? And I was like, yo, like on the cool, like that's how I want my AIs to be. I want to be able to be like, get home,
Yes,
long day at
sir.
work, and just be
I
like,
don't
yo,
want
can I just get some dinner? And have you seen Blade Runner? I know
Some
you
of
two have
it.
probably seen the new Blade Runner.
No, I've seen.
I know
the
what
Not
Blade
the
Runner
new
is,
one.
but I haven't really seen it.
Y'all need to watch the new Blade Runner because like I think that'd be dope because he has like a little hologram girl that comes down like you
That's
know
a
comforts him a little bit, but
little little hologram follower, like a little
Yeah.
pet or something.
no,
That'd
like
be cool.
like he has this like projector thing that is like on his ceiling, and he'll like go around and he'll project this girl and she'll walk around and do some shit, and then like he gets this little stick thing and he puts her like save part on there from there, and then he puts the stick in his pocket and she can like pop out and like walk around in the world. So now you like take her around places and shit. It gets weird and cool. But like Blade
Can
Runner.
she do
Sounds
sexual
like
things
some-
to him?
Black.
She sounds
You
like
see,
Particles of
I'm
Light.
I'm actually kind of sad that we're talking about AI and y'all haven't seen Blade Runner. Like, come on.
Oh, I mean, have you seen the Disney Channel movie where the house is a girl?
Yeah.
That's the OG one.
Absolutely. I love.
I think
One of my favorite
Smart
parts in that
house.
movie was whenever the kid gets a black eye,
Mhm.
and this is after he like updated like the new software, like the mom software he puts in it, and that fucking robot's trying to slap a big ass fucking steak on his eye.
Yes.
And the dad's like, no one's done that since the 50s.
yeah, she's like literally like a 50s mom.
It's great. Like, oh my god, she's like basically I picture her as like one of the mannequins off of Nuketown in
Mhm.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Like if she had like an AI, if she had a robot form that like came out of a closet, I picture her in like one of those Nuketown like just mannequin shit.
Yes.
I just laugh my ass
The
off.
funny
So
thing
Raven
is,
White
the
I might
being-
fuck it too. You know?
Shit, it's
You
getting
know,
weird out
it's-
here.
Hey,
the sex robot industry is like paving the way for like humanoid robots for like say you had like a robot that's like, hey, how you doing, you want me to cook your food, like a really like advanced one that looks like Ghost in the Shell or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
The sex robot industry is like are the people that are really making advances in that field, like to where you can like squeeze the tit of the robot.
You're saying
and
you
it's
know that-
Japanese
bone.
people
you know that-
are making big jumps in that
No,
field.
they're white. I watched a documentary, and there's this white guy in San Francisco or whatever, and him and his wife live in this house with like 10 sex robots, and he like makes them and shit, and they like
That's
he,
like
he
5
programmed
too
one that
many.
could give you a
5
hand
too many.
job.
Bro,
He's
that's
like, this
like-
is the first ever sex
Like
robot
6.
that can
That
give you a
guy
hand
is
job.
like Anakin in part 1, but like instead of
I
building
kinda like this-
C3PO,
I like
he
this.
built like a robot that sucks his dick.
the sand is coarse.
But like he turns the robot around and like slaps it on the ass, and it's like, ooh, hit me harder, and like shit like that. It's
Oh,
like the like he,
it's a fucking freaky robot. I'm about
no,
it.
yeah, it's a sex robot.
No,
I'm
like
But what
he
I'm
probably
saying
he
is,
programmed
that
a robot.
technology is
That's
eventually
dope.
going to move to where
Is
like
that
the
not
robot
dope?
can
See,
hold your
the
hand.
way
That's
the
dope.
way it makes me
Right.
think is like I'm like technically minded, so I'm like he has sensors in the robot's ass to feel whenever it gets slapped, so the robot feels like that slap and then it just says, "Ooh, hit me harder." You could fucking hit it with an axe, and it would be like, "Ooh, hit me harder." Like, it
has-
doesn't fucking matter
Just-
what the fuck it is.
Well, yeah.
Like,
You can
It's
hit
not
that
like-
It's not
thing.
about the robot.
You
Who
can
else
hit
is-
it with
who
so
else
much
is
kinetic
making
force.
robots?
I'm
that
trying to
react to
pleasure a
stimuli like
robot, dog.
You know that most all internet security systems originate from porn site security systems. And this is like
probably
Is that to
had
prevent
the
like child
first
porn and stuff?
Well, no, porn is always
security
like the.
system.
porn sites and stuff fund and create most all like the safety like securing part of
Yeah,
like
and,
all that
like,
shit.
anti-malware
So, I mean,
and
think
stuff.
about how many people go on to porn and how sketchy a porn site is, you know?
Well, because they know.
Exactly. Like everybody knows, but like
They probably like this is what happened. Porn people made the porn websites, and they were getting all these viruses. Anybody who got on their sites were screwed. So they invented the best security system and didn't apply it to their site.
Yeah, 'cause
but
people-
But you
sold
see,
it
they-
to other
exactly.
people.
exactly.
That is life right there.
Exactly. Fuck
Porn
yes.
website makers are the smartest people in the world.
Yeah. I mean, think about it.
Who
they
owns
they
Brazzers?
figured out to
We
make
don't
a-
know. Isn't
man,
that fucking
You
dope?
can't. That's like you can't look up the owner of Brazzers, can you?
I mean, you
Yeah,
probably
it's either
could,
way.
honestly. Like,
Did y'all hear about the
a
Pornhub
vape?
statistics that all
You
got
want
like
Austin wants
released?
a vape.
Also needs a vape.
So like every year, Pornhub
Jewel for
releases
Jewel.
pretty much all of their analytics. Like shit, like Netflix and stuff. They keep a lot of their analytics
Party
a secret
fucking
so that people can't like take their strategies and stuff. But Pornhub releases like all their analytics, and they'll tell you like what are the biggest search terms in each country and stuff like that. And like I know a couple of them from this year, and they're pretty funny.
Tell us what they are.
So for the first time ever, the demographic from 18, which is like 13 and up, 18 to like 27, highest search term, hentai.
Oh,
Animated porn
shit.
surpassed real life human porn.
But what was like
for
the
our
other
generation.
ones? What were the normal ones?
Top search was Fortnite.
Yeah.
Second
I was gonna
top
say.
search,
Fortnite.
Stormy Daniels, and third was
Stormy
Adam 22's
Daniels.
girlfriend, Lena the Plug.
Yo, shout out Lena.
So a YouTuber was the third most searched.
Well, she's a
YouTuber's
cam girl.
girlfriend.
Yeah, she's
Are
a
you-
cam girl.
Well, she's a YouTuber too. She uploads
She
videos.
was now, but she's a cam girl. That's how she got famous.
You can
Yeah.
find the owner
That's
of
hype.
Brazzers if you look it up, but it's kind of like in this Wikipedia article.
I bet it's some Czech guy.
Nah, it's a Canadian dude named like Ferris Antun.
Makes so much
Sounds
sense.
Ferris and
French. He's a French dude.
French-
French
yeah,
people
French
are
Canadian.
weird.
He's
weird,
probably
weird.
from Quebec.
French people are weird.
Yeah, he is from
Sketchy,
Quebec.
bro. They're so stupid. Those motherfuckers sold us the entire Louisiana area for how much? Like,
Dude, that is true. Like they still
they're
like
just
for
stupid.
nothing.
French people are
Dude, that's
dumb.
just some useless ass marshlands. Who's
Like
gonna use that
snails.
shit?
Oh, these are great.
The Louisiana
These are
Purchase
great.
is, like
It's the
most of the
fucking
These
snails,
are
bro.
fucking awesome. Let's call it escargot.
I've
Like,
eaten that
what?
shit.
That's
Yeah.
what snails is. Escargot, right?
Yeah, escargot.
Yeah. That's like
Why couldn't they just call it snails?
What I
Because
want to
it's more
know?
bougie.
It's like
And
saying
it's
in
way
French.
more
How do you,
bougie.
like, what?
It's not English. It's
Oh.
it's a different language.
Yeah,
Well, okay, so escargot is snail in French.
yeah.
Something like that.
It's like
So then why
it's like
do-
slug or something
Why do
like
we
that.
have to call it that?
We don't have to. It's just
'Cause
like if
why
you
do you
go into
call
a restaurant and
You
it's
call
like
sushi. You don't call it rolled fish.
Ooh.
It's sushi. We adopted that language though. We adopted that word. It's probably in our dictionary.
Yeah, so
But
we
yeah, it's
in our
adopted
dictionary.
escargot into our
Like as a
dictionary.
food, and like creme
That's
brulee.
a name. It's not a word.
See,
It's-
actually in
sushi's
Japan-
a name. It's not a word. A
in
name's
Japan,
different, so I guess
whenever they
that makes
translate
sense.
Japanese to like English, they try to like spell it out exactly how it sounds in their language. So like if like I was watching a video and it's like if they give you like here's the Japanese version and here's the English version, read the English version exactly how it looks. Don't throw in like letter things, like
Yeah.
like A and then N and then E so the A is hard. Just like no, like say it all how it sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they
That's-
use kanji. They have like a completely different alphabet than we
Yeah.
do.
It's super weird. They have symbols
and
that
shit.
represent letters. They have symbols that represent two letters, and they have symbols that represent a group of letters.
And if anyone ever wondered why manga is read from left to right, it's because
In Japan, they do everything.
they write everything
backwards.
vertically, so it doesn't matter which way the book is, because you read everything from up to down. They write in columns. So that that's a little
Well,
fun
and
fact.
They do everything
fact.
opposite of what we do.
I remember being in like first or second grade. Like this is like Miss Smith's class back in elementary school, and they're like, "Well, the teacher was like, you don't read a book from right to left. You read it left to right." And they're like, "No." And I had like a little Naruto manga in there because I got it from the book fair. I'm like, "No," because in his book he has to read it the opposite way. It's just like, okay, that's one of those weird Chinese like comic things. Like
They didn't know how to explain
they
it to
do
little
that.
kids.
Yeah, like
Trying to put you down in
yeah,
class.
yeah. No, that you know, and I'm dyslexic and shit, so that's why I was like,
confuse
I got
the shit
into
out of
mangas.
you.
No, that's why I got into mangas because it was kind of like easier for me just to like have the thick
'Cause
end on
there's,
this
like, more
side and then
space.
like flick it through with this hand and shit.
Because Tanner's
know.
left-handed.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you're left-handed.
I'm left-handed and dyslexic, so like I am.
Handicapped
like-
as fuck.
I'm
bro.
like backwards, and I'm still trying to look forwards.
That's why I was telling Tanner to become a mangaka, because then he could write from left to right and it wouldn't like smudge all over his hand.
'Cause that shit is a true struggle.
Well, if you were like this, you could do it.
Dude, I have tried so many writing techniques from little pen grips that have like 3 points where you like I can hold a pencil so many different ways and write. Like I can sit down and write straight for like 8 hours probably, and my hand won't get cramped. It's just I could write. I don't know what the fuck I'd write.
I can't even write my name
push
without
way
my
too
name
hard and I
getting cramped.
squeeze my hand because I write kind of like this.
See, as a kid, I had a
I'm
whole
pretty good
bunch
at
of writing stuff that they made me do. Like they were forcing me to, like do books every day, like just writing shit.
I
And
write like this.
ooh,
Isn't that weird?
I don't like those
That's
people.
awful.
You're one of those guys.
Like
So
with my fingers straight.
so like wait, I got a big question.
I can't do that.
So,
You have
like-
less control.
Crunchy or creamy peanut butter?
It depends on what I'm putting it on. Like if I'm making a protein shake, I'll usually use creamy. But if
I'm
I'm making
talking-
a sandwich, I hit the crunchy.
And if
Okay.
I'm going on apples, shit, I'm gonna go crunchy.
I don't eat peanut butter on the daily basis.
I don't ever eat it.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying like, if you opened your pantry and you're like, all right, I'm gonna
There's
make a peanut
one
butter
of
and jelly
creamy,
sandwich. Like
one of
you're gonna
crunchy.
make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and you open up the cupboard and it's creamy and crunchy.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I don't like nuts in my food, so like I would
Me
go with
either.
the cream.
All right, well we're gonna count him as the odd
That
man
point.
out.
But if I'm eating peanut butter, it is nuts, so it doesn't matter to me. But like any other way, I don't like nuts in my
You
brownies.
see,
I don't like
I'm
nuts in my
the
mouth.
wild card. I get the extra crunchy.
I don't like German chocolate cake.
Oh my.
Mm.
Can I leave now?
Yeah, I mean,
He doesn't like German chocolate cake, dude.
I don't like
I'm gonna
chocolate
take
or
you to
cake.
Hooters and I'm gonna get you their chocolate cake and it has like caramel drizzle and shit on it. You're gonna love that shit. And if you don't,
If they put
you're gonna
ice
have
cream
to
with it,
you're gonna
it's
have to
okay.
look into the bitch's titties and tell her that you're not gonna tip her because you didn't like her cake.
Yeah, it's her cake.
I'm not gonna tip her because you didn't like their cake.
You're like, hey, I need to see your tits. I got to tell him something.
Yeah.
I gotta tell
I mean,
you.
you don't have to lift up shirt. I'm just saying, like, you're gonna have, you're gonna be looking
Well, I mean,
at
they
her,
got,
but
like,
you're
the
gonna be looking
Hooters
at
eyes
her
on
chest.
the shirt, so like,
I know girls at Hooters. I'll make sure they get big
I've
old,
never gone to Hooters.
bro,
I
curly
went once.
fries, hot wings, beer.
Yeah, Hooters is alright.
I've
It's
eaten
good.
wings from a Hooters, like portable food car thing, whatever those are called.
Those
Food
are lit
truck.
though.
Food truck.
Those are lit.
My uncle has a food truck. Or it's not really a food truck, but it's like a truck that you get on and you can get drunk on it. It's like a big bus, and he takes you to a bunch of different like food spots around Houston
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
because he's a chef and he's super cool.
Awesome. My dad's actually about to open up a bar pretty soon.
Really?
Yeah, it's do you remember where Runway used to be?
No.
It's over there by like the airport. You know that shitty ass
Over there.
Valero?
Yeah.
It's like it was that bar that was like right next to it, and it had like a wooden fence, and you couldn't really see it. That's why you probably don't know about it. I took all that shit down, renovated it, and
That's dope though. So your dad's gonna own a bar,
So now we got a place to hang out.
and when y'all are 21, y'all can drink with me.
Yeah.
I'm about to turn 20.
That's good shit.
Yeah,
Good shit.
it's this motherfucker that's gotta start catching up.
Colton just turned 20 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
so now I only
Happy
We got
birthday.
birthdays out the
363
ass in
days,
here.
guys.
And then my birthday is 2 days from now.
And you turn 19.
My mom thought I was turning 20. She didn't remember how
She
old
was
I
so
was.
happy.
It's okay, bro. My parents have 6 kids. They don't remember our names.
Yeah, my mom had 5 kids.
Fuck, my parents still call me Austin,
Yeah,
bro.
like, my parents call me
No, like it's really
whatever.
shitty that my parents be like, Austin, what the fuck? And I'm like, I just don't answer.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
don't answer.
So you're just not gonna answer me? And I'm like,
You
I
just-
didn't know Austin was here. And then it's like, tables fucking turn. It's like, oh, I didn't mean that. And it's like, no, I get you didn't mean it, but like, this is like the 80th time, like
Yeah.
today.
It doesn't
You
today.
call me
anymore.
Austin.
Especially since you're
And
older, though.
looked
You
me
and your
in the
brother look
face.
exactly the same.
Yeah, y'all do look
Yeah.
alike.
And I mean, like, especially I'm at the age like right now that he was at, where my parents are always like having to yell at him. It's
My-
like when they're
my-
like, Tanner, they're like Austin. It's like,
You have to do everything
yeah.
for them because you're still living at home and you're an adult.
And I'll be chilling at grandma's house right now. I've been helping out.
Oh, that's what's up.
She's gotten old. She just turned like 90 something. I'm gonna say 90 something because she hates her age being put out there. But
It's okay.
she's gotten it's really weird.
That's how that your
'Cause-
grandma lived to 90 though. My grandma just died like a year ago,
Oh man, you see, it bummed me out.
but my grandpa turned 80 a couple days ago.
Like I think my grandma was like 92.
So shout out Pop Pop. He's 80. 80's high, bro. Whenever you're
Dude.
80,
I know you've probably met my grandma before. Like my grandma
Yeah, I
drives
bet,
a
like,
fucking
everyone in your
Mustang.
family.
My grandma drives like the same Mustang that Austin does. Actually, hers is an 09.
so it's newer.
Yeah, it's you know, it's
Grandma
new. It's
pulling
beat
up
the
in the
fuck
whip.
up because she does not know how to drive very well. But my grandma drives a Mustang, and she has more of a social life than me. She's like canceling plumbers, and she's like, "You're just gonna have to tell the plumber to come like next week. I just got too much stuff going on at the church and all this stuff." I'm like, "Yo,
Sounds just like my
I'm not even
great-grandma.
this busy. You can put my schedule, my mom's schedule, and probably my brother's schedule, and like all together." And she's still more busy than us.
Grandmas be hella busy. No
Bro,
cap.
my grandma be playing bunco, gambling with other old people.
Mhm. She makes some money?
Yeah, bro. She'll
That's
come back and say,
aight.
"Hey, like, you want $20?" And I'm just like, I mean,
I
I'll
didn't
take
eat it,
$20.
yeah.
She's like, "Yeah, I want it in bunco." And I was like, "Oh hell yeah!"
Good
You just out here like taking that shit. My grandma's lucky too. She is lucky. Like I
With
would,
the
I
numbers?
want, like I
I'm
want to take
not.
her up to Lake Charles and like take her gambling, and I guarantee you'll just hit it hot on all the tables.
Grandmas are lucky.
Dude, for real.
My
For
grandma
real.
like is part of this like sorority thing, and she's always making like
Grandma
costumes
sorority.
and shit.
Delta.
Oh,
Double
shit.
D.
If she's delted up, then
Yeah.
she's hype.
She's actually finally about to retire.
My grandma
and
was
I think
always,
she's
like,
gonna go
building
to
robots and
Canada because
shit.
she's never left the country before. Well, she went to Mexico to one of the border towns, but she's never really traveled.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna retire like I think this summer, and her
Race.
and my grandpa are gonna go on a trip to.
Race, you got to come out with
Niagara.
us whenever we go to Japan.
I
want
want
I
to
want
go. I
dude.
want to go see my boy Paul, and I want to.
Yes. What is up with that?
He's in the Navy.
Oh, okay. Nice. He brought his bike too. That's so.
Yeah,
lit.
he's still.
Yeah,
takes
no,
the
that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah,
saw him
bro.
on like Instagram,
It's so
and
dope.
I saw like he was like out in like Tokyo and shit, and I was like, what?
He's in the Navy, dude. Join the Navy. You'll go for free.
Man,
You get paid to go.
I've been thinking about it. I've
You
been
just
thinking-
can't
Marines.
talk
I
with-
see.
I'm-
I can do that.
I'm probably gonna enlist in like a few years.
That's what I'm thinking. I want to turn 21 and then like have my little bar. You know, I can go to bars and get fucked up because I know that you can be a troop and like go get fucked up and
But
shit.
it's not the same.
But I'm just saying like I want to have like
you kind
a
of
year, like half a year
you don't,
of
we
like
don't have anything to fucking lose.
yeah.
When you're in the army, you kind of.
and then it's like I can
just get told
I can
on.
hit rock bottom
Exactly.
and like on like my 23rd birthday I'm like fuck it, enlist and done. You know,
Exactly.
it's like I'm gonna be an
23
able
is
body.
not too late. 25 is not too late.
Pro tip to everyone out there: just turn into a fuck up, and when you're done
Yo.
fucking up, join
Join
the
the
military.
On the
Terry.
cool, you get to serve your country and shit.
Don't
like,
fuck up too bad though. Like you can fuck up in the sense of like
I would.
You
You
can
can
get
get
like
a
a-
fuck up card if you join the
You
military.
can get like a
afterwards.
misdemeanor, but
I
then after
forget.
that, like,
I forget what
Trump get a felony.
like
Yeah, don't- try
what
not to.
place it is, but there's a place that makes like all their citizens join the army, and it's not like it's like
lot
a
of
reserve
places.
army thing.
well,
yeah,
all of ours.
And
is
it's like
kinda-
you-
we have just a draft. that we're all
Israel
in.
does
but
that.
like you have to like all you do is you serve like 8 years or something. You know, you just do a
And
little
it's like
8-year
weekend
help.
things. One
helping
weekend,
thing.
one weekend a month is
Yeah.
like how. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
you
sure
know,
it is.
like it's.
well, you
it's
could
real
join like the
quick.
Army Reserve.
Yeah, that. But I'm saying in those countries they make you do it. Like
Yeah,
that.
but you see, it's also like a free self-defense thing too.
Yeah,
You know,
'cause
it's
then
like
you
okay,
train.
I'm get free training
Also,
and
they
shit.
do that in those countries because those countries are surrounded by hostile countries
Yeah.
that want to kill them.
And there's
all.
not that.
But
There's
I
not
think
like a
it's
whole
cool.
bunch of people there. You know, there's
This
only
one
so
you-
many people.
our country. I'm not saying that's good for our country at all. It's just cool that they do it.
Well, I mean,
I think it would be too many people in the military at that point.
yeah, at that
Way
point,
too
yes. But like, I think everyone should
Well, they only do
either go out and
males
help your
from the age of
community or
18 to
go serve your
26.
country.
So it is a shit ton of people, but
I mean, that's like
think about it. From after 26, not all of them are gonna join back.
Yeah,
And for right now, and you can be.
But everyone turns 18 to 26 every year. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
everyone
there's a new
turns every
person
year.
turning 18 every year.
There's a new person not turning.
The only
26
issue
and
is
getting
like,
out.
okay, so there's this YouTuber
But
from
if the-
Lithuania.
It's every person's joining. I see what
Let's
you're saying.
say-
It is gonna grow because every person's joining, but not every person's leaving. So
It's
it is
just like
gonna
high
grow,
school.
but it's not gonna be a shit ton.
but you see, like,
But over time, it would
dude,
become a shit ton.
our military is pretty
Because-
cut down right now. I mean, it's gotten
Surrounded
built
by
back up.
hostile
I'm not
countries.
gonna get political here, but like our military's gotten like built back up a little bit. But right now, our army's not what it was back in '04. You know, or
Because
even
we beat ISIS. We're chilling now.
I don't know, bro. I went to Fort Hood and stayed on Fort Hood, and there it looked pretty fucking big to me.
But was it chill
Bet.
because we beat ISIS?
There was literally like, I probably saw like 100,000 tanks and Humvees just within like a quarter mile driving.
I would love to have like a half-ton truck.
Cullen said he could take us out there to shoot some shit.
Yeah, we can. It's cool. Fortnite's chill. Like civilians can go on. You just show them your ID.
There's this
go out-
one.
You
I
go
want
to
to
the
say
gate,
this real
dude,
quick.
and it
Can you
has
show
like
him a fake?
things that come up, like if like they
Yeah,
sound an alarm
dude.
and it fucking.
Man,
so
I've,
nobody can
I've
leave.
always wanted to like. This might be bad to say.
I
but,
wanna
like,
see
I'm
a
not.
car-
No, I've always wanted to be the car driving, and then the like things come up, and they like just barely come up, and they hit like the bumper, and the
And
car fucking like
You make
fly.
it.
Yeah, just like some fucking like God, National Treasure. They did
Hi.
that shit.
What were you gonna say?
Oh yeah, so there was this like YouTuber in Lithuania named A Friend. He makes like RuneScape videos, but he had like a very successful YouTube career going on. And with YouTube, if you stop uploading, even for like 2 months, it like fucks over your channel. You'll get like no views. And he got a letter in the mail saying that he had to do mandatory military service for Lithuania for 2 years, which means he would have to stop uploading YouTube videos for 2 years, and that would just fucking ruin his career that he had just spent all these years building. So he like escaped from the country and moved to Norway in order to dodge it. But like, imagine we're doing this right now and say we hit like 1 million subs and our channel's really going well, and then all of a sudden
There's a
we get a
draft.
letter and it's like, you have to go to the military. It's like, okay, well, you just fucking ruined all the shit that I was building.
Well, then Derek can take over.
Well,
Well,
Derek
Derek
would be
could
in that
be
age
drafted,
demographic too.
Last.
Well, I know,
last
'cause-
born, male child does not go in the draft.
Yeah, I was about to say
That's a
like,
law. That is a law.
especially if
That's
you
in,
have
like the Declaration of Independence, bro, or some shit like that.
yeah.
Yo,
The
what's
last-
up, Jeff?
Hey,
I was gonna say, who the fuck
here.
is that?
what's poppin'?
Jeff, hop in the big daddy chair in the corner. It's all you.
We got our buddy
That's a
Jeff
law.
here.
The last born male that has a last name, like the carry last name. So if Derek's the youngest male slosher, then he does not go to the draft, no matter what.
By the way, Jeff and I have the same birthday.
Oh,
Shout out to 2 days. 2 days?
Yeah, 2 days.
Yeah, on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
How old are you gonna be, Jeff?
28.
28,
Damn.
dude.
I'm an old man.
You can get all the white lighters in the fucking world now.
Oh yeah, because you made
It's
it past
only up to 27.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, if you see a white lighter in the
I
next
didn't
2
know
days,
that.
run.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, 27.
It's because if you use the white ladder, you join this 27 club.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You die when you're 27. Kurt Cobain.
Oh,
And like every other musician
Look it up,
ever.
bro. There's a bunch of people.
damn.
Maybe
Jimi
like
Hendrix,
musicians
Jimi,
just like really like white lighters.
The number's starting to get lower though, dude. Soon
Because
it's gonna
people
be
are
like,
starting to
'Cause it's, like,
understand.
contemporary.
X died at 20. Fucking 6ix9ine got shot at a few times, and he's like 20.
Free 6ix9ine.
You got Little Peep dying. He was like 22.
Mac
At
Miller.
this point, okay,
Mac
so
Miller.
you know like Ice and shit, how they have like stream snipers.
Yeah.
At this point, it's like music artists are getting stream sniped by people who think they're like hard as fuck and just want to fucking kill them.
But they're sniping
Street
them with
snipe.
real guns.
Like literally,
They're
It's like,
literally.
what the
that's
fuck
like,
is going on?
Just
Like,
because
why are you
they're
doing that?
famous, I want to kill them, so I get famous.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or like I see that you're out there doing all this stuff. It's oh, you're vulnerable now. Boom.
you talked a lot of shit about Drake. I'm gonna shoot you.
Hey, but I might shoot you if you talk some shit about some Drake.
Well, I just mean it's an example. Like people will be like, "You're talking shit about my favorite rapper. I gotta kill this."
Yeah,
guy."
no, people, that's
That's-
people that
that's
can't
too
arguments.
much.
People
Yeah,
that take
yeah.
arguments personally, not cool people.
The CBD
Oh,
sponsor
let me hit
came
that.
in.
Can I hit that CBD?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh hell yeah!
We got that CBD sponsor from Flonase.
From Speakeasy.
Hey, if you're a CBD company, sponsor us.
Speakeasy.
No, there
We
are
run
a few.
Speakeasy.
They're like,
Specifically Speakeasy.
Yeah,
We only fuck with Speakeasy.
that's a Speakeasy, right?
yeah, bro.
That's a B Bleezy.
I'm gonna give it to Race. I got you.
Thank you.
So Jeff, who you in?
I
We kind of
yeeted.
got like hella off topic because that's what we always do. But we've been talking about
got
like
yeeted on that
cyborgs
one.
and shit and AI.
Y'all didn't talk about iRobot.
Well,
That's like the most. That's like the most.
oh, I haven't seen iRobot with Will Smith.
Well, like iRobot Will Smith, he's like
I don't
he's
really watch
basically like
movies.
so racist against robots. He doesn't even have a self-driving car.
really?
No, he has it. It's just he
He
switches to.
prefers.
You see, but like I'd be totally the same way. The controller, the steering wheel for the car is like, what was it? A PlayStation 2 controller, basically.
No, it was like a
Little-
BMW thing that would
yeah, it was
come
like
out,
two.
and it was like.
Oh,
Like a
I'm
wheel,
thinking
like
of Men in
wings.
Black. I'm thinking of Men in Black whenever he did the second one.
That was
No,
sketchy.
that's I'm think like what I'm thinking of is like Fast and the Furious 1. Whenever like the Japanese guys pull up and they're like fucking ricers and they have PlayStation 2 controllers as their fucking steering
Well,
wheel.
they were just playing the game. He was just playing the game.
Yeah,
on
they
the screen.
had the screen. No, I'm talking like
That's
in,
the best
I
in
thought
Men
he
in
was like
shit
doing
ever.
like really doing it. Like, I haven't seen that movie in
He's
7
playing
years.
Need for Speed.
in Men in Black too,
Oh.
like whenever like Will Smith gets like the car for him to like drive around in, like the autopilot, the fast fucking
Mhm.
fly thing. His controller for that is like a little PlayStation controller that like pops out the steering wheel. He's like sitting there like
That's
playing
awful,
it and
bro.
shit.
I have no thumbs at all when it comes to controllers.
Tesla's gonna put video games inside the Teslas.
in the
Why would they put a video game
in
in
iRobot.
Not for the drivers,
In
I think it'd
iRobot,
be
that's
for
how it
the-
was.
Oh, maybe
But-
yeah. If they drive it themselves, then it would be for the driver. No, dude, that's
Dude,
sketchy.
that's not gonna pass.
no, he said you're not supposed to be able to
Yeah,
play it when
Can
you're
you
driving.
look up the laws that like in
Yeah, I'll look
in
up the
iRobot?
bylaws.
I don't remember. I know that there
I
was
know-
there was three main ones.
There's the one is
Yeah.
like
Does
the most
Tesla have its own software? That
I know there
runs
was
all the-
three main laws.
screens.
the most important
That
one
they
is
could
that like
do,
robots
like-
can't harm humans.
A lot of companies.
The
have
most important
Microsoft.
robot law is that like robots can't harm humans in any way.
And, that's
And a robot can't be like a
These
robot.
laws-
A robot can't harm a human, and a robot can't be told to harm a human. I know the second one I said was something along.
What
those
about
lines.
humans harming robots? Like if you play the game Detroit
Become human.
Become Human, there's like it's basically all about like race shit and like the Holocaust, and they put like all the robots in like a concentration camp at the end of the story. And like this one dude like abuses his robot and abuses his daughter. And it's like if the robots have artificial intelligence and somewhat emotions and can feel shit, you
Well-
can't just
That's because those robots were like
way more?
like they were way more, and then like they basically like were kind of like I guess like the human mind, how they say like we can only use
Yeah.
10%, like that bullshit. It was like that with the robots too. Like they could only like do certain things, and then like they would break through like their programming.
In iRobot, it was more like the robots weren't so smart. The robots were still like a C-3PO type thing.
It was like a
And it was more like if you were mean to a robot, like out in the open where other people saw you, it was more like the society would look down on you and be like, "Yo, like, why are you just fucking with the robot?"
It's like domestic violence.
Because that's what happened to Will Smith in that movie. He tried to like, catch a robot, and then the robot saved the lady for an inhaler or something, her purse, and he's like, everyone's like, "Yo, like, quit fucking with the robot, dude. Like, it's just a robot."
Yeah.
Like it's just
But
doing
he
what
just
it
got
was
mad.
asked to do, and he was like, "Oh, well, I thought it was stealing somebody's shit, bro."
But like, at what
Well,
point
it's
do
'cause-
you give robots rights? That's what
Yeah.
I'm questioning.
Well, that's the thing. Like in iRobot, like he didn't like the robots because like a fucking robot like hurt his partner or some shit like that, or like killed his wife. Some
I
dumb
think-
shit.
They got like a
No, he-
robot, like,
he got in a car accident.
He got in a car accident. He was drowning, and there was this girl in the car, and the robot saved him instead of the girl.
Because
That's so
there was a
fucking
higher
dumb.
probability. Because but you see, in his eyes, he was like, "But if a cop was there to make like if a cop was to jump into that water, the cop would have saved the girl. He would have been like, no, down there,' and the cop would have been like, there's someone down there. He's told me that there's something more important down there. So the other cop would have
Or
tried to
the
save
cop.
her.
It was a human.
You
Human
know,
would have said, "This guy's
he-
telling me to go
Yes,
down there."
He's-
and not
he
save
wanted
me."
to like, if I have a chance of living, she has a chance of living. Go get her. If
So
we both die,
that's-
we both die.
That's what happened
That's
with
why he-
Kennedy's brother. John F. Kennedy's brother. Whenever when he drove off that bridge and then just left the chick drowning in the car and didn't tell anyone about it.
That was
Yeah.
his uncle. That
Or
was
his-
Ted
his uncle?
Kennedy.
Ted Kennedy.
Yeah, that was Ted Kennedy.
See, the robot saved him. He didn't
He
leave
had a
her
robot.
to die.
The
It
the
was
secret
the robot's decision.
security is
yeah, the
robot.
secret security's robot.
No,
The Secret Service robot.
Men in
Secret
Black,
Service
bro.
is all robots.
Dude, that chick totally. I mean, that dude totally like murdered that bitch.
Yeah, he
He
did.
got away with it.
Well, he's dead now.
I didn't mean to call her a bitch. I'm sure she was a nice lady.
How old is she? How old is she? She was like,
She was pretty young.
and what year was it? Like
It
1950s.
was like in the 80s.
Yeah, it was like in the 80s, bro. He drove off a bridge
He was
with
like-
this
everything
chick
was
in
cool
the
back
car.
then.
Yeah, everybody's kind of like
He drove
leaving their
off
doors
bridge, and
unlocked
then he
still.
went
They're
to
just like,
the
ah,
house
fuck
right
that.
Next to where it happened, asked if he could stay there for the night, slept there for the night, and then woke up and he's like, "Oh shit, I got in a wreck, and yeah, I think she's dead."
He didn't tell anybody she was in the car that night. He just crashed at the people's houses and fell asleep and just left her in the car to die because he assumably like people think that he got her pregnant and it was like an affair situation.
Hell yes. Of
So
course,
he was
everybody's gonna say that though.
So he like hit him with the double abortion, like killed both of them.
He got a double kill.
Did the test results ever come out?
Double
The
kill.
test results didn't ever come out on her blood. You know,
It was the 80s, bro.
Hat trick.
True. They're like, oh,
They
this
put her in
bitch,
a
they
bag
could both
and
be
they went
drunk. They
home.
don't give a fuck. Alcohol is not a big deal.
Yeah, people had like fucking margarita machines in their fucking car.
Archer, he had a spy, Dodge.
I don't know about this. My grandpa just told me about it.
No, Archer had a fucking like whiskey dispenser in his car, and there's also I forget what else. Futurama had margarita machine
Yep.
in their hover cars.
I wonder
Hovercars
how
is
many
the new
cops
what?
drink on the job.
Probably
Probably
a
like
bunch.
Shit.
3%.
Shit.
I'd say there's probably like a lot of cops, so I don't think 3%. I'd say more like.
If I was a cop,
I don't mean like there's like a lot of like cops that drink on the job. I'd say there's like a lot of cops, so like it'd probably be like lower. Like it's like
Okay,
the
I see
top
what you're
1% of cops.
Yeah.
yeah, you know the dudes that are like the
And we're
basic.
not counting detectives and different. We're talking police officers.
'Cause I
Oh,
see
we're talking
sheriffs,
just
red
police
flag
officers.
signs,
I was
run
about
stop
to
signs
put
and
the
shit.
whole majority in there. Just be like, all right, you gotta remember there's those
The
dudes that
dudes
just
that are
sit in
chilling in the
office.
office are
No.
drinking. That doesn't
Yeah.
count.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
doesn't
shit,
count.
I
In the
would.
field.
Because
I
that's like a
would.
trope though, right? Like drunk cop, like
When
bad,
you're-
little
Oh,
dirty
oh.
cop, you know, going around.
When you're
on the-
Bad cop,
detective?
drunk cop.
No,
Bad cop, drunk cop.
Drunk cop, high cop.
You want the good cop or you want the drunk cop?
Which one you want?
Give you the option.
Super Troopers is the best.
You
cop
get
movie.
good cop, but I'll give you the option of bad cop or drunk cop. I'll take drunk cop. Dude comes in,
You
just,
fucked up, bro.
just falls on the table, grabs it, slams it. It's really he's like you fucked up, man.
Drunk cop.
Do you want good cop, bad cop, drunk cop,
No.
or Zanny cop?
Zanny cop.
Zany cop comes in,
Bro,
he's like
I don't
talking
even
to him, and he goes out and forgets everything. He doesn't get him in trouble at all.
Touches his face.
He's rubbing face.
Hope that's not a thing.
Zany cop.
There are probably
God.
cops on Xanax on the beat right now.
Man, did you kill the
Definitely
chick
so.
or what, bro?
He's like, yeah. He's like, okay.
Yeah,
he goes, he
but
walks
maybe.
back to by the time he's talking. He's like,
Dude,
I don't know what happened.
just because they're part of the 911 don't mean
He said
they're humans the same
Something.
way.
I forgot what he said.
it's like, all right, off records that cuts off the camera, tells him a whole bunch of shit.
What time is it?
What do you say? I don't know.
Elon Musk sent an email and he like said all this stuff, and at the bottom of the email is like, I want to keep this off the record. But like he didn't
Put that at the very
he didn't
top.
say that ahead. You have to be like, this next conversation is off the record.
That's kind of like a
So they
subject
ended up
line
leaking
thing.
it.
You know, that's kind
Yeah,
of like a
bunch of
subject line you
douches.
put like, you know, like class like concealed or
Because he was talking about the
Disclose.
journalist.
you know, yeah, disclosed or something like
Do not
that.
disclose.
Pro tip: if a journalist talks to you, don't talk to them because they're fucking assholes.
They're gonna remember what you said and write it down a little bit.
And we're not
differently.
journalists. Just because we have like a microphone and we look like Fox
We don't have
News,
any
like,
journal like any.
we're
sort
not
of-
journalists.
We got pad and
We
paper.
do
but
very
we ain't
little
got no
research.
journals.
Yeah, we don't fuck with that like bound shit.
No, did you see all those articles like PewDiePie supports alt-right neo-Nazi channel or whatever?
PewDiePie is like-
was a whole.
like
That
then
was
you
one
could
of those-
say
That was one of those video things where they get to like send the people what they want them to say as like a charity thing.
no.
I
He's
actually
talking
saw
about
No.
yeah.
He like shouted out like 30 different YouTubers, and he shouted out this one guy because he liked his like anime review of Death Note.
Oh,
And
shit.
that guy has like a bunch of other videos, and apparently there are like some like Nazi jokes and like 9/11 jokes and stuff, just like super edgy jokes. And the Wall Street Journal, New York Times, and all these editorials released articles titled like "Dangerous Times for YouTube when #1 star PewDiePie is
Number
telling
one.
kids to subscribe to alt-right neo-Nazi."
Oh fuck. Okay.
PewDiePie dropped a video of talking about it today. It's just so bullshit, dude. Everyone's trying like, it's just a witch hunt, bro.
They don't fuck with
they're all in
PewDiePie.
it for the clicks.
Dude,
What's
they
gonna
should
get
go
more
after
Clickbait. Clickbait.
Bro, they
then-
should go after the world, like the History Channel for like talking about Nazis and like how bad they were, because like then it's making people like them, right?
True.
Bro, on the cool.
Yeah, we
I
just
was-
need to stop teaching about Nazis in
We need-
school
No,
because
we just
then
need no
people
history.
won't become Nazis.
Yeah, no history, so people can just be fresh slates, you know, as time goes on.
Those
Yeah, that's
who
why
forget
history
the past
repeats
are
itself.
doomed to repeat it, y'all. If you
'Cause they
forget
didn't
it, if
know
you
that.
forget about history, then we'll just repeat history, and that's just how it goes. Like
I'm
time
just
and
trying
time
to
has
have,
told
like, a
us
good
again.
old-fashioned Stalin
that's
book
what
burning
happens.
Right now,
I
guys.
just think you should be arrested if you say something that
Jess
upsets
in on
me.
it.
Go to
That's
Canada.
illegal.
Go to
Not
Canada.
really.
If you hurt somebody's feelings in Canada, you could get them locked up.
Right.
Yeah,
You can get them.
Hate speech is a thing in Canada.
Yeah,
We
you-
have hate speech here, though.
like if
If
I
you
if
know-
I was
It's
but-
against the law. I'm like,
if I was just calling you like
speech is a
a
very
goblin
vague
and
term,
stuff, and you
like-
just
But
got
you
really
told
like
somebody,
offended,
like-
you could call a cop on.
Like,
or,
hate
you could
speech
bring
in
a cop
Canada
over and
can
be
be
like, hey,
like,
he's hurting my
You're
feelings.
gay and ugly. I don't like you.
We got to talk one at a time. Just saying.
No.
It goes kind of crazy in people's ears when we're all talking over each other.
So I stopped talking.
But in Canada, it's like you can like if you're at a bar and there's like a cop in the bar and this dude's like just drunk and just he's not like really like bashing you, but he's hurting your feelings apparently. You could go over to that cop, bring him over and be like, hey, this dude's hurting my feelings, and be like, fuck you, you fucking pussy. And be like, oh, cops be like, oh, okay, well you're getting detained for the night. You're drunk. You know, they'll take you to jail for like a night or two, depending on if you start fucking with a cop, then you might be staying there longer. You know,
Fuck that
This guy
If
in
it's a
the UK
Canadian
dude,
cop.
welcome to Canada.
Got arrested because he taught his dog how to do the Nazi salute as a joke to fuck with his girlfriend.
You got arrested for that?
Yeah, there was like all of these like marches and protests and shit because like it like is going against free speech.
He's
The
like
guy-
high five.
After like all of
Nazi
that, he
salute.
was gonna get like 2 years, but then after it all, he got an $800 fine. It's like you shouldn't get any fine. He made a
Yeah.
video where he taught his pug how to do the Nazi salute to fuck with his girlfriend.
And it was a dog.
Yeah, he like
That dog's a racist.
Yeah.
his girlfriend was like, just,
You know what? How is that dog racist? He can't see color.
Like, I want to know.
These
Like,
dogs
I
should
mean,
Dog is literally colorblind.
No, they're not. They want us to think that they are.
bro, it's the same way. Like, you can't copyright a dance. Like, you can't like copyright like a movement of your arm or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we fucking with that shit?
It is kind of funny. I do I do think it's kind of funny how basically anytime someone lifts up one of their arms and you take a picture of them, it just looks like they're doing like a Sieg Heil.
Mm-hmm.
So then you see like
Alt-right
pictures,
supporter.
You see like pictures of like Obama with one hand up, and it's like Obama certified Nazi.
Yeah,
and
and
like
it's
just like stupid
blurry,
memes.
like right here.
I believe
Yeah, where he's like talking to the crowd or
Yeah.
some shit. Like, hey guys.
Yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of good memes that can come out of that, but you know, you can't really use Nazi memes anymore.
Ninja memes are the
Apparently.
best.
I mean,
Like Ligma.
Ligma can't use that. It's offensive.
Really?
They
There are
did-
people that suffer from Ligma, you know.
they didn't
The
even have like
shit.
swastikas in Battlefield, bro, or
Yeah.
Call of Duty.
Yeah,
there
Call of
was,
Duty
there
World
was
War
no,
II.
yeah, there
Didn't
was
they have
no
a-
swastikas.
They didn't have them when I thought they had them at World at War.
No, it was in World at War, but no, World War II. They don't have them. Like the new.
Oh, the
Call of
new
Duty.
World at World War II. They took out the swastika.
They just,
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
they
they
never
just
put
put,
them in
like-
there in the first
You
place.
know, like the eagle and shit. Like they just put like an eagle or like a fucking SS logo or like an Iron Cross or some shit.
Okay,
like
well at
that.
least that's something. That'd be so
No, no, no,
weird
no,
if they
no,
just
no,
completely
no.
changed the Nazis
No.
to like a fictional.
No, dude. When I'm
entity.
playing Call of Duty and I'm killing Nazis,
I want to kill Nazis.
I want to see the swastika so I know I'm really killing them. You know what I'm saying?
It was Nazi zombies, and you're
Yeah.
telling me they took Nazis out of Call of Duty?
Nazi zombies was the whole point.
It's like they took Nazis out and they just made them Germans. That's what I feel like. It's
And
like
that's even worse because
that's
it's
what
like,
I'm saying. It's
I
like
was
just
killing
German
Nazis.
people.
exactly.
Dude,
I don't like Nazi ideals, so I want to kill them. Is there a problem with that? Like some people want to punch Nazis,
Like,
but
it's
like
weird
I'm
that
trying
we
to kill
don't
Nazi
associate-
zombies.
Nowadays Germans with Nazis. It's like white people that live here in America.
Yo, white people.
Well, no.
are
Okay, so
crazy.
we had. You know what? I ain't gonna say it.
It's called.
I
I
ain't
know
gonna
you're
say
gonna
it.
take it right. That, but still, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I guess because we took it over.
No, I just think it's funny because like America, we're always looked at as being like horrible because we had like slavery and racism and stuff like hundreds of years ago. But then like the Nazi thing was like kind of recent, but like nobody's holding the Germans today
Yeah, remember,
accountable
like,
for
what
what
I'm
they
saying,
did.
Bro,
in the
you
past.
remember whenever we went into like a
I'm saying.
war to like help like all
Every
of
other
Europe
country.
just to like
Remember when Europe
do
was
it,
like,
you know,
yeah.
just to make like
Well,
Nazis not a big problem.
They did bomb us at Pearl Harbor.
Well, that we could
That
have just
was
fought the
Japanese.
Japanese people.
Well, the Japanese were teamed up with the
exactly. That's how we.
no,
fucked
but
with
we
both
started a
sides.
two-war front just because they were teamed up with them.
yeah.
Yeah, we
it
did.
wasn't like
We-
you
we-
don't usually do that. Like we were fighting the Vietnam War. We didn't start a war directly with Russia because
That's
they were
true.
teamed up with them.
And we kind of let Russia. We kind of let Russia know that too. Like,
Well, no, but it's because Japan attacked us specifically. Like they
Yeah.
actually did attack us, so that was like, okay, fine, we got to go do some shit.
It was the
because
inciting.
we just
incident
lost a
for-
bunch of American lives. It kind of shits on their deaths if you
if,
don't. Go
now
and do
then, if
something
there
like
was
that.
like some swastikas on the Japanese planes, you know, like next to the rising sun flag,
There's
then they could be
circles.
like, all right, well, we're coming after both of y'all, like same time, you know. But and like the whole Pearl Harbor thing, they really were just like, yo, like Japan, we're coming after you, but like Germans, we really aren't trying to like get into it over there. If you want to come and help them, then we're gonna go help them.
We just did it to them, and then we were like, "What's up? What do y'all want to say?"
Well, this
to
was the
us?"
second war that they started over there that we had to come show up and stop.
The assassination of Ferdinand.
Yeah, Francis Ferdinand.
Well, I mean, and the whole thing was kind of fucked.
Austria-Hungary's,
Why did that guy get yeeted again?
the hand wanted him done with?
Yeah,
Mr.
it was like
Hand.
their.
Well, no, there was like a criminal organization called
Yeah.
like the Black Hand or some shit like that, and they like didn't like him.
Laughing Coffin.
It was basically the Laughing Coffin. Like Laughing Coffin's based on
Those
Black Hand.
dicks.
Well, in World War I, also there were Americans on that boat where they sunk Francis Ferdinand
That-
on.
No, No,
Yeah.
that was most likely just like made up.
Fake news.
Yeah,
Fake
just so
news.
we could go to war.
Dude, fake
honestly.
news back in the day was so fake. Think about it. Like now,
Oh,
it
yeah.
is pretty fake, but like
No, but back
in
then they
the
could
day,
literally
bro,
say fucking anything.
anything.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it's
There-
real.
Anything in it's we don't like today we got smartphones and shit and we expose people and stuff because we're able to share information and get the truth. You could just make whatever you want up, print it in the papers, and there you go. That's reality.
Yep.
You had to have a headliner. Imagine if you're in a small town.
Leprechaun
and not
and
shit's
tree.
going down at all.
Hey.
You know,
And then
Hey,
you just,
say-
like,
say
blow
yeah,
somebody's
you saw
car up, and then you
Leprechaun.
make
Exactly.
it and it's somebody else.
people do that. People do
Yeah,
that.
that's how I would do.
I mean,
Did you see the leprechaun
No,
in the tree? Oh,
the minivan in a tree. How do we get a minivan in a
Dude.
tree?
I saw an episode of Duck Dynasty where they put a camper in a tree.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, as a deer stand.
Yeah,
how about Step Bros? They put the boat in the
No,
tree.
the minivan would be the hypest one because you could like.
they
slide
put like
open
that
the door.
dope ass boat in the tree, dude.
Yeah.
That's
in a
anything
sailboat
off.
in
And
a
then
tree.
they had like
Or if it's already
Chewbacca's
open,
mask,
it's green.
like
Crossbows
and like
pornos,
hustlers, yeah, dude.
hustlers, hustlers.
Wow, mom, you knew just what to get us.
Damn, he sure can wear the shit out of that pirate hat. Step Brothers shit, bro.
Step Brothers shit, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call him dad.
Every time we go to my beach house, we try to watch Step Brothers, and then we figure out that the DVD doesn't work.
Yeah, it always
This
stops
one's
at the
weed
same
with Johnny
commercial.
Hopkins.
Yeah.
And then I watch the commercial and I'm like, oh wait, fuck.
We're going to my beach house tomorrow. You come still?
Yeah.
You want to go?
Welcome.
I got work.
Okay.
Fucking.
This was a good episode. Talked about a lot of stuff.
It was.
What time is it?
Texans
We're
won.
like
we didn't
we're
say
like
that.
an hour 20 in, so
An hour.
we can wrap
Texans
it up.
got the 10th win. Shout out Houston.
Houston winning the Super Bowl this year.
Got it.
By the
Got it.
way,
Yeah.
I'll be the first Cowboys motherfucker in here. 'Cause I know,
Fuck
y'all, I know,
that.
I
Get
know
outta
y'all
here
talked a
now.
lot of fucking shit.
Fuck
but
the Cowboys.
on
Oh,
the cool.
what did the Cowboys do yesterday?
I really, to be honest, I'm slacking and I don't know what they do.
They lost
out,
like
they
27-0
Oh,
by
Really?
the Colts.
Ooh.
by the Colts. I fucking hate the Colts, man.
See, Colts pretty good this year too.
Yeah.
We did take out the Eagles for their wild card though.
Eagles beat the Rams.
With Nick
Mm.
Foles.
The Colts
Hey,
are like
see,
the
I
fucking
like Big
Dallas
Dick
Cowboys
Foles.
shadow
I love
clone.
Big Dick Foles,
Yeah.
bro.
The Colts are Dallas Cowboys shadow clone, and the Patriots are
I'm-
like the twin. Like the Texans and the Patriots are like twins, but
I'm giving-
the Patriots is the far more successful twin.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm just,
Those
I'm
them
I'm just not.
Yankees
He's a
Yankee
goat,
red, white, and blue.
He's a
boys.
goat.
Them
He can
Texas
show
red,
up or
white, and
show
blue
out.
Bulls.
but
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
overall, fuck it.
Thank you guys for watching another exciting episode of the Ice Game 6 show.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll catch y'all guys in the next one on Monday.
We love you.
We love you so much. We want to kiss you, but we can't
We
because we
can't.
need consent first.
Well, there's a
We need
camera in the
consent,
way.
so
Kiss me through the
shoot us a
phone.
text.
Kiss me through the phone.
Ice game.
See you.
Ice Game, I don't know. See you later.
Later.